Hello, I'm Madhura. Welcome back to Madhura's Dish IF. Folks, today in our kitchen we are going to do some baking, which is nothing but a breakfast muffin. So today we are going to make oatmeal blueberry breakfast muffin, and all of us we know the oat is a cereal which is come from of the seed, and it has a lot of nutrition value, high in protein, which helps to include our amino acid into our body, and it has a good fiber, low cholesterol. It helps also to control our blood sugar. So let's start making a oatmeal blueberry muffin. So prior to start the baking and making mixture, we need to first thing do, that is a priority, is to switch on your oven. So I'm just using my bake button. I'm just switching on, and we are going to bake at 350, but I just wanted to have a little crust on my muffin, so I will just increase the temperature to 425 Fahrenheit. So I'm going to preheat my oven at this temperature, and we will bake at 425 for 5 minutes. Then we go back to 350 Fahrenheit for another 15 to 17 minutes. So I'm just preheating my oven for 25. So I'm going to give a start button, and my oven is getting ready for baking. So in a bowl, I'm going to take 120 grams of oat. So this is a quick roll oat. So it's 120 gram. So approximately 1 cup it comes. And I'm going to add 1 cup of cold milk into it. So that is 230 ml of milk. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it slightly. Let it soak for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And now I'm going to keep it aside. So the next step is we have to line up our muffin mold. So you're going to use the regular cupcake mold, and you can put the cupcake paper. So I have arranged, so we are going to make it 12 muffin. So my tray is ready with the lineup with the cupcake paper. So while oat is getting soaked, so we are going to make the batter. So I have taken 2 large eggs. So we are going to put it in our mixing bowl. And I'm using 150 grams of brown sugar. If you wanted to use white sugar, that can also be done. And I'm using my hand blender. If you don't have a hand blender, you can use a regular whisk also. It's not so difficult to blend. It can be done through the hand whisk also. So let's blend it. At least 3 to 5 minutes till the sugar dissolves at a medium speed. So you can see here the sugar and egg is blended properly. Now I'm going to add 190 grams of yogurt, which is 3/4 cup. Give a gentle blend. Half cup of cooking oil. If you wanted to use melted butter, you can use melted butter as well, but here I wanted to use the oil. So half cup of oil. We're we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Our batter is ready. So I have taken 140 grams of cake flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half teaspoon of baking soda, and a half teaspoon of salt. So we are going to give a nice sieve to it. Now we are going to add our dry ingredients to the wet batter and give a gentle mix to it. Mix the batter properly. There should not be any lumps, right? Our batter is now ready also. Now I'm going to add our soaked oat. So it is also added. I have taken 2 cups of fresh blueberry. So if you don't have fresh blueberry, you can use the frozen blueberry, and also you can use the dry blueberry. But always remember that if you are using the frozen blueberry, it will have a moisture because it's a frozen. So you reduce 30 ml of milk in your batter, because the blueberry itself will release its water content. So you have to reduce the 30 ml of milk. So now our batter is ready to piped in and to bake. So our muffin trays are ready. So I'm going to use the half cup to pour the mixture. So we are just filling up only 3/4. So I have poured all the batters. Now we are going to bake for 5 to 8 minutes to give a nice color at 425 degrees. So I'm just going to put the timer for 8 minutes, and then rest of that we will continue. I will let you know. So now 8 minutes is done at a 425 temperature. Now I'm going to reduce the temperature to the 350 degree Fahrenheit. And then I will put for 15 to 17 minutes. So let me try first to doing 15 minutes. I said earlier we have to take care with the temperature. Everybody's oven temperatures are different. So sometimes it takes less time, sometimes it takes more time, or sometimes it comes very perfectly. So we need to see first. So now I put for 15 minutes. We will check if it's done well enough. If it's required, then we can add it up more time. So after baking of 15 minutes, I'm just trying to check. So I can feel little wet is still there. It's not so clean. So we are going to bake it another 3 minutes. So our muffins are ready. Blueberry oatmeal, and it's total. So I checked already. It's a clean. Okay, and it is total of 22 minutes we baked it at 350 degree Fahrenheit, and let it get cooled down by itself in a room temperature. You can consume as a hot also, you can consume as a cold also. So let it sit for some time at room temperature. So blueberry muffins are ready to eat. It is, you can see here, it is easy to come out. Such a lovely muffin. And it's so soft and spongy. You can see. So as you see, the blueberry muffin has turned out so good, and I showed you how the textures looks like. So one more thing I like to include, that I have used the cake flour, but you can also use the all-purpose flour instead of cake flour, and it is very healthy and very easy to prepare. So this is one of the best breakfast muffin. You can just have 1 or 2 muffin and a glass of milk, your breakfast is done. So folks, do try this and please let us know how it turned out for you. And till then, see you soon. Eat healthy, stay healthy.